Have you ever fell off the wagon with your health and fitness goals, where one day eventually leads to 2 days, 2 days turns into maybe a week turns into a month, maybe who knows, several months, or maybe even a year or two of just falling completely off track with reaching your health and fitness goals? Now, if that is you, first and foremost, have some grace for yourself. Myself, even as a coach that's been doing this for years, I, from time to time, fall off the wagon, and that's okay. So the first thing you need to do, brush off the dust, have some grace for yourself. And the second thing that you need to do is really listen to everything that I have to share with you in today's episode. That way, guess what? You can keep your head in the game and have the right mindset on how to stay on track with your goals once and for all. Now, if you're a loyal subscriber to my YouTube channel, then hey, welcome back. But also, if you're somebody that's tuning in for the very first time, my name's Coach Joe. I'm the CEO and head coach of Heartletics.com, and I'm really excited to dive into today's episode to just share with you guys a lot of value and a lot of tips and tricks on how to stay consistent with your health and fitness goals. The first step is that you need to invest into yourself. And I don't mean just money. Sure, that's an investment, but at the end of the day, investing could also mean your time. But also, and especially in today's episode, investing could be a mindset shift in terms of making something more of a priority than what it currently is. And the second tip is to execute, which simply means take action. Because there will always be a requirement on your end, regardless of the goals. If let's just say you want to lose 50 pounds of body fat and you want to get off your medications for high blood pressure, and somebody could create the perfect plan for you to follow and even guarantee you results. And all you have to do was show up each and every day and did 3 simple things. Guess what? There's still a requirement on your end to show up each and every day and do 3 simple things. So you need to learn how to take action. You need to learn how to execute. If let's just say you want to go out to a nice restaurant and have a steak dinner, and let's just say that, the steak was the best steak in the world. It was prepared the best way possible. Hands down, it has 5 out of 5 stars at this restaurant. The best steak in the world. Amazing. But guess what? It's not like the waiter is going to, cut the steak for you and, put the fork and just feed it to you. No, that's on you, which means that you have to take action. There's always going to be requirements on your end. You can't just sit there and snap your fingers and wish for better results or take some kind of magic fat loss pill that's going to instantly help you when it comes to losing 50 pounds and getting off your medications for your high blood pressure. It doesn't work that way. Even in the Bible, Proverbs 10:4 says, "Idle hands make one poor, but diligent hands bring wealth." So now let's talk about how to really master consistency, so that way you can be more disciplined, stay on track with your health and fitness goals, and most importantly, become the best version of yourself. That way you can pour more out into others. There needs to be 3 things that you truly need to understand: the mind, the body, and the soul. Let me explain. Now, for your mind, understand this. It has to be a priority to you. I'm not saying become obsessed with it and put it on top of the pedestal. I'm not saying, quit your day job and stop hanging out with your friends and your family members and just focus on your health and fitness goals 24/7. No, I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying that it needs to be a priority to you. If let's say working out and eating healthy is always last on your to-do list, but let's say watching TV and just sitting around being lazy and just drinking beer and eating fast food is more important to you than actually being healthy, well, guess what? What you focus on grows. So you're never going to have long-term success at reaching your goals if it's not a priority to you. For your body, this is a simple one, and all you have to do is literally just move. That's it. Be more active, but hear me out, right? You probably heard this before. What you sow, you shall reap. So if let's say you're sowing, which is just planting seeds, right? And these seeds that you're planting is, let's say, eating fast food, being lazy, not being active, not caring about your health and fitness goals. Well, what are you going to reap? Odds are it's probably bad health, not feeling pretty happy or proud of yourself, not feeling too comfortable or confident in your own skin, but also maybe bad habits that's bleeding off to your family members as well. And for your soul, it's about trusting the process. It's about being confident, understanding that, hey, without a doubt, you will have success. There's faith. It's not wishing, it's not hoping, it's faith. Understanding that you will reach your goals. But even in the Bible, in James 2, it talks about faith without works is dead. So you have to put in the work. You can't, once again, just sit there, hope and wish, and snap your fingers. It doesn't work like that. Now, hopefully you can see that the mind, the body, the soul, it's all connected, okay? Especially when it comes to being more consistent and staying more disciplined with your own health and fitness goals. But also, hey, it's going to require some action on your end. Remember what I said in the beginning? You need to invest. And maybe that's, your time. Maybe that's prioritizing your health and fitness goals. But also execute. Take action. Pull up your big boy pants and start showing up. Even on the days when you don't feel like it, you still need to show up. And trust me, there's plenty of days when I don't feel like working out or hitting my protein goal or getting my steps in, but regardless, I still show up. If let's say you create a goal for yourself to go for a 30-minute walk every single day, but some days you just don't feel like it, well then guess what? Go for a walk for maybe 10 minutes. That's a lot better than not walking at all, and plus, you're still showing up. If let's just say your goal is to do 100 push-ups a day, and on some days when you don't feel like it, well guess what? Do maybe 20 push-ups, because 20 push-ups is better than 0, and plus, you're still showing up. Once you start showing up each and every day, it becomes a habit. And when something becomes a habit, it's part of your routine, which makes it way easier to stay on track. Always remember this, motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going. They say that successful people do what they have to do whether they feel like it or not. And on those days when you don't feel like showing up, remember, invest and execute. Pull up the big boy pants and just show up. Even if it's a little bit, you're still showing up. Now, personally to me, integrity means you're doing the right things even when no one else is looking. Are you truly displaying integrity in your health and fitness journey? Are you truly showing up even when no one else is looking? You may be thinking to yourself, Coach Joe, this is way easier said than done. And guess what? You're right. And that's why you need to make sure that you have the right people in your corner supporting you, and most importantly, holding you accountable to reaching your goals and staying on track. Accountability is everything. You become like the people that you surround yourself with the most. Let's just say that I was addicted to drugs and alcohol, and I really want to break free of this addiction, but everybody that I hung around, right? All my friends, all my close family members, they all were drinking. They all wanted me to hang out at the bars with them. They all were doing drugs. There was drugs all over the place. Do you think it would be a lot harder for myself to break free of that addiction if my environment was surrounded with drugs and alcohol? The obvious answer is yes. It's going to be very hard to break free of that addiction. Now, let's just replace drugs and alcohol with some other addictions out there, like let's say laziness, bad eating habits, not prioritizing your health. You will always become the sum of the 5 people that you spend the most amount of time with. So let's just say that, these people, they're lazy, they have bad habits, and they don't prioritize their health. Well, guess what? It's going to be very hard to break free of that addiction as well. And that's why you need to set boundaries for yourself. And most importantly, be intentional about that. Remember what I said in the beginning about investing into yourself. And sometimes that's a mindset shift. Well, that mindset shift that you need to make is making this more of a priority to you. And that means, hey, raising your standards, setting the boundaries. And that might be a challenge. But guess what? That's okay. Because if it doesn't challenge you, it's never going to change you. And that's why you need to surround yourself with the right people that's in your corner. That's, once again, they're going to help you stay on track with your health and fitness goals. They're going to hold you accountable. They're going to support you. They're going to encourage you, even during those hard times in your life. And guess what? We all go through challenges. We all go through adversity. But I heard this once and I absolutely love it. A problem shared is a problem cut in half. Who is in your corner helping you, supporting you, but also helping you with those problems? That way you're not carrying the burden all by yourself. I really hope that you guys got some value from today's episode, and most importantly, a complete mindset shift. It does not have to be hard at all, but at the end of the day, going alone on this journey all by yourself, it can be very, very difficult, and it can become very easy to fall into temptation and start feeding the bad wolf. It's just like going out to war all by yourself. Nobody wants to fight against this huge army with just a small little pistol. You're never going to win that battle. You need to make sure that you have your brothers in arms, the people that's looking out for your six, the people that are there to support you, encourage you, challenge you, but also make sure that you're keeping your head in the game. Make sure that you're feeding the good wolf and you're winning this battle, so that way you're not doing it all by yourself anymore. And that's exactly why they say many hands make the load light, because it's a burden that you don't have to carry by yourself anymore. It's a problem that's cut in half. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please do me a huge favor, give this video a thumbs up, and also leave a comment down below with your biggest takeaway. And lastly, if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you do. As always, guys, this has been Coach Joe with Heartletics.com, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scouts.